Hello, welcome to Buzzing with Cousin Talk. I'm your host, Cousin Johnny. How's everybody doing out there? We have a great guest today, but before we start, I want to shout out to all those hard-working hospitality workers out there doing doing whatever they can to help us out through these hard times, and looks like things are getting better. So thank you, Monterey Peninsula hospitality workers. Okay, I'd like to introduce our guests now. Our guest, he's the owner of Maxfit. Please welcome Kris Spencer. Hi, Kris. Welcome
Hey
to
guys,
the show.
how you doing, Johnny? And a huge thank you for having me today. And I also want a heartfelt thank you to all the hospitality workers out there as well on the peninsula.
Yeah,
It's been a crazy year and a half, and they're the heartbeat of this community. So thank you. We're definitely on the same page as you, Johnny.
thank you, Kris.
Of course.
Kris, are you are you originally from Monterey? How did you end up here, or did you grow up here?
Well, not necessarily Monterey proper, but I am from the Monterey Bay.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Aptos, California, so
Okay.
just across the bay.
Beautiful area. Yeah.
Yeah, so I spent a lot of my childhood over here, weekend, day trips, etc., and always was a huge fan of the peninsula. It's a little slower paced, and as I developed a family and met my awesome wife,
Yeah.
Carla Spencer, we have been here, for about 2 decades now. So
Oh, nice.
spent
Yeah.
half my life here now. So
How long have you been the owner of Max Fit?
since 2004, so just a few
Wow,
short years ago, right? So
that's it. I,
yeah, so
I
we're
remember
pushing.
when you first did it. It doesn't seem that long, but yeah.
No, well, you actually, I think it's a little bit of a backstory. I worked at a similar store from how we first started out in Santa Cruz, and it was a little bit more of a heavily bodybuilding influenced store. And we had this little pamphlet book
Yeah.
that we sold on the counter, and it was called Dumbbell Workouts with Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that book?
Yeah.
So I think I knew about you before you knew about
All
us,
right.
but
Yeah,
so
that
I
was
don't
a
know if
while
what your
back. Yeah.
I don't know if your viewers are aware, but you're kind of a local legend in the bodybuilding scene. But
Thank you, Chris. Yeah.
of course, so you had you working. I think you're down in PG, Lovers Point or something like that in the book. But I read it and definitely got some pointers. I don't think I ever got as good at biceps as you, but too late for that now.
Thank
So,
you.
anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. So we
Back.
started
Yeah.
Maxfit over here in 2004, primarily selling supplements. And that was in Salinas where we started out. So it's been a little bit of a journey, almost 2 decades.
Okay, so now Max Fit. I mean, what do you guys sell? Is it just sports nutrition, or it's different types of nutrition?
So
What is?
over the years, there's been different versions of MaxFit. We've had to downsize during the recession of 2008. But
Yeah.
we initially started out as a supplement store. It was proteins, vitamins, pre-workouts, energy, greens, that kind of stuff, weight gainers. So it was a straightforward, I don't want to call run of the mill, but it was your average supplement store. And that's why probably a lot of people didn't hear about us for 10 years. It was, very, very modest, humble beginnings where I didn't really have any employees, and I worked. I wasn't married at the time. I worked the store primarily myself. I had a younger gentleman that would come fill in for me on Sundays so I can get one day off. But it was just that workout stuff. I worked out into deadlifting, lifting weights, followed bodybuilding. I even saw your daughter,
Yeah.
Gina, at her first show in Santa Cruz. I drove out for that. She ended up becoming a pro, I think, right?
Yeah, and came
Yeah.
in,
So was heavily
won the
influenced.
Arnold Classic.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just that, huh? Only that, right? That's like top of the game. So I think she got a little bit of the DNA from her pops. But we had humble beginnings. But to answer your question, Maxfit has worn many hats over the years, but we've currently kind of transformed into our current model, which is what we now call ourselves the Maxfit market. And we want to be more of a well-rounded fitness, health-oriented establishment that is a little bit more heavily influenced by, working out and nutrition, but it also is a welcoming environment for anybody that is looking just for a healthy lifestyle. So our goal is to make fitness obtainable for people, and that includes at our Salinas location, smoothies, healthy meals, and then all your supplements and a little bit of apparel. So we're trying to expand year after year on what we have to offer. But our primary driver in business right now is the Maxfit Meals.
Yeah, Kris, that's what I wanted to ask you about, because you've created something that's really great. Is you can have grab and go meals at Maxfit, and they're delicious. I've had them.
Thank you.
How did that start?
Well, it started off, Johnny, with a need that I needed for myself. So it was over 5 years ago. A friend of mine was kind of doing a similar concept, but he was making them in a commercial kitchen. And I started purchasing some ready-made meals, some healthy meals from him. And he was up in the Bay Area, and he's still doing it. So shout out to Billy from Go Fresh Foods out in Modesto. But
Fresh.
Yeah, Go Fresh. So, I mean, I didn't create the industry by any means, but it was a blooming kind of market that opened up. And what we did is we took it and made our own spin, where instead of having just your chicken, brown rice, and broccoli, which we still have, we're now up to about 40 different meals. And our core values are making your favorite meals healthier. So it's a lot more inclusive. It's not, we definitely have plenty of selection for the hardcore people that are, low sodium, brown rice, sweet potatoes, lean meats. And we also have like a very flavorful food. So we took that initial concept and we made it even more accessible. We started selling it in our retail locations at a grab and go setting. And started off very humbly. I think I was 50, 80 meals a week. And we're at the point now where we sell anywhere from 12 to 15,000 meals a month. So, wow. Yeah, crazy. Even last year during COVID, I think, I don't have the exact number, but it was over 6 figures. It was like 130,000 meals we've sold here in the Monterey Peninsula, but also Northern California and Nevada, certain parts of Nevada we can ship to, which kind of leads us into now we're now going after a national market because we've made some upgrades to our packaging and how we the shelf life of our meals as well. So,
and you have a full-blown chef, right?
We do have an executive chef, Chef Jose Zuniga. I really believe he is one of the main reasons for our success. He has a history in working in care facilities with specific, patients with specific needs, whether it's heart conditions, they need low sodium. So we can come to Jose with any of our ideas that we collectively come together, and he transforms them into an appetizing meal that's lasts long, it's flavorful, has all the requirements that you need without all the extra stuff, oils and sodium, excessive sodium, and reduced calorie, and just all around good. So
So, I mean, anybody that is like watching their diet, or maybe working out, or maybe just the average guy that just wants
I gotta be honest with you, Johnny. That's our core demographic at the stores now, are just everybody. It's wide open, and we do get a lot of just working professionals that want to live a healthier life, people with families. We do have the hardcore, but we also have people that are just generally trying to live a better life and keep their weight down as much as possible, or just enjoy some good, cleaner food without all the guilt,
And, I was thinking also, you got people getting off work, 4 or 5 o'clock, and it's like, I forgot to take the chicken out. It's frozen. What the hell am I going to do? you go to Maxfit, you gotta get yourself a couple of dinners, go home,
Absolutely.
come up, and you're looking good. So
Absolutely.
that
So
is,
yeah, no. So we do that. You can absolutely stop by the store. We actually have begun doing home delivery. So we deliver as far as Hollister, South Monterey County, all over the peninsula, and we do ship as well. So you can get food delivered right to your doorstep. And we do have an extended shelf life on the meals now, which are about anywhere from 8 to 10 days. So you don't have to worry if you come in and pick up a couple of meals. They'll now last you the couple of days that you want, or if you end up getting busy, a friend asks you out to dinner and you end up shelving them for a couple of days, you have a little bit of extended life. So
yeah, that's always like something you're always worried about is, you got
sure.
with
And
chicken.
this has to do with our new packaging. So our new packaging comes from this new investment we've made over COVID. And we can go into COVID, but it was definitely a stressful time. And just like different portions of my life when negative things have happened, like my father passed and some other stuff, and we all have those times in our life. And collectively, we're all in COVID together. So the team, as well as myself, kind of we're taken back and going through the same emotions as everyone else during COVID, but we kind of used this as an opportunity to really spend a lot of time self-reflecting, looking in the mirror, and we really tried to polish the diamond a little bit more and refine the gold that we had. So we ended up taking a risk, no risk, no reward. So we bought a very expensive piece of packaging equipment that does multiple things. It first and foremost, it's reducing the carbon footprint of the meals, which is an unfortunate aspect of anything that we do in our society, but it's now like 65% less plastic being used, and it's all recyclable.
Good news.
From recycled material as well. So we're trying to make big steps on that. It increased the shelf life so people aren't like throwing it away. So there's less food waste with the consumer, and also with the manufacturing process as well. So if anything's sitting in our store, we almost, I don't know, you're from a restaurant background, but we almost have a 0% waste in our facility.
Man, that's good to know.
Yeah. So we, I think some restaurants 3 to 10% waste. So we're really very efficient. And over the last 5 years of, refining our meal prep business, it's part of our core values to always try to use best practice and always evolve. We've definitely been able to reduce waste significantly, not only with our packaging, but with our actual food waste as well. So it was a stressful year, like anything with stress, but there was some very positive stuff that came out of the journey with Maxfit Meals. And we also had a brand new, with that machine, we're now able to ship 48 states.
48 states.
Yeah, so I've seen packages go out this week to Virginia, Texas, Las Vegas, Florida. So humbly, we want to move forward and hope that our goal is to become eventually a brand that's known nationally, and then we can scale up and take our humble beginnings from Monterey, California, and make it a national brand. So,
wow, congratulations!
Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it.
So now let's say a listener or someone says, "I want to order Maxfit." They come down to the store or they can phone it in. How does that work?
So we rely heavily on technology. You can always phone stuff in. We're not opposed to that. The cleanest, easiest way is old-fashioned. Stopping into one of our locations. The store in Monterey is located right next to the Mercedes dealership on Fremont, right before it turns up into Alvarado. So right up from El Estero Car Wash, 520 Fremont Street. Real easy. We stock it with food every day. You could pop in there. You could pop into Old Town Salinas store, which is at 341 Monterey Street. Get your food there. But if you're curious about our food in any way, shape, or form, just go to maxfitmeals.com, MAXFIT meals.com. And we're constantly updating our selection. And that's another thing I'd like to kind of stress. We haven't just produced the same meals for the last 5 years. Every 2 months, we delete old performers and we, add about 5 to 7 new meals. So, we have people that do eat with us breakfast, lunch, We have customers now all over Northern California that order from us weekly. They're on our subscription plans. And it is our goal for you not to get bored. And part of making fitness obtainable is to change things up so you don't disappear, you don't get bored with our food and stop eating it or just default to unhealthy items. But so you can find all of our food at maxfitmeals.com. Very clean pictures like the one behind me, descriptions, calories are on there. And then you could either, decide if you want to come into the store, you can actually order meals delivered to your home if you're outside the area, or even inside the area. We can deliver them to you to your home with our convenient delivery truck. Or you can order them if COVID's sensitive still, which we totally understand. You can do the home delivery, or you can have it bagged ready to go, so you're seamlessly coming in. You can call us, we'll bring it out to your car. So
easy to get a good meal at Maxfit.
That's why we're here. That's why I think we've been successful, and we're like really doubling down on convenience, but with quality. It's hard to beat. I listen. My wife and I will still, we'll still get a to-go meal from a restaurant, and that's one thing we really try to support. So collectively, there's a lot of options out there. We eat Maxfit Meals almost every day during the week, and then we try to support some of the local restaurants here. So I'm 47, just like you, a little older than you, Johnny. So we're not necessarily trying to hit the stage or anything like that, but we definitely like the lack of bloat, the easy digestibility of cleaner meals, and then we'll reward ourselves on the weekend with some Thai or some sushi.
That's a good motto to have, Kris.
Yeah.
To your creative chef.
Oh, he's amazing. So Jose Zuniga is his name. Yeah, Chef Jose.
I mean, because something doesn't move, and he's trying to figure out another item, and he's working in the kitchen to try to.
Yeah, and not everything is a slam dunk. We always delete 4 or 5 meals, and sometimes it just wasn't received well, or people just weren't pulled towards the meal. But he doesn't take anything personally, and he works hard, and he's very steadfast. So I'm going to stop right here and just be completely transparent. Like we are a team, and nobody holds the medal for making this all happen. It's all collective, and without good quality food, people don't talk about you, and they don't return. So just like a restaurant, we're no different. They don't come back, and you want them craving your food. And Jose has accomplished that in more ways than one for us.
Yeah, plus Monterey's probably got some of the finest restaurants
I know
in the whole the States.
I know.
You're right there with Maxfit.
I know. Listen, we talked to some of the food vendors. Your food vendors where you get the, your proteins, your vegetables, and all that kind of stuff. We are on par with some of the largest restaurants in terms of our order volume.
Yeah.
And that's only the beginning for us. So we're thankful. We're blessed. We're not trying to steal any business away from anybody. Our bulk business happens early in the week, and that's because people. We had a little glitch there, Johnny. You there?
No, we're there. No, we're good.
Yeah. Okay. So no, I encourage everyone to go out, support your local restaurant. Tons of choices. We can all get back on the horse together and get back to buzzing times on the peninsula.
Yeah. It's just you're providing a service.
Yes,
grab and go. Everybody's running here. Some people have 2 jobs. Grab a Maxfit and eat it up, and you're in action.
Sure. And furthermore, we still have all your gym stuff, pre-workouts, protein powders, vitamins. That's why we've kind of pivoted. We do have Maxfit Meals, which is a online business that's its own outright, and we do sell Maxfit Meals prolifically in the stores. But we also have, the Maxfit markets, which are good resources if you're looking for aminos or protein powder. That stuff still is a good portion of our business, so I don't want to forget about that.
Yeah.
And that is part of our core values, making fitness attainable. And listen, nobody's perfect. No one's human. Like, you can look at pictures of me throughout the years. There's times when I was first reading that, Johnny's workout book, and I was in the gym twice a day. And then there's times of stress. And that's kind of why I had a great understanding of the need, because I have that personal need. I have a wife who is associate chief nurse at Memorial Hospital. She was the chief of the COVID response.
Wow.
She's Sicilian like you too. So we got to make the food taste good, right? So
yeah, we do get along.
Yeah, so I know you'd get along with her very well. So both extremely hardworking. Family comes first. Kids are at soccer practice. We're the demographic. So I primarily base the meals, the systems, the convenience off of our personal needs, but we're not alone. But we still like to go sit down and have a nice meal. So there's room for everybody. Everybody eats multiple times a day, and we just hope that we're part of that journey. And and furthermore, like, a lot of people come with us and they get hyper motivated and they start cooking food at home. I completely understand that. The most economical way of doing things is going down to the store and buying food, but it's also and it comes down to time, like time and variety. Whereas with Maxfit Meals, like, I've prepped food myself many years, and it's like you typically bulk food out, bulk a bunch of ground turkey, bulk a bunch of lean turkey meat, and I'm not as anywhere 5% less as well of a quality chef as Jose. So Jose knows how to make the chicken spot on. My chicken was always dry.
Right, always dry. I don't know what it was. I could never get it to be where it was.
But when you have clean food made by a classically trained, passionate person like Jose, it tastes amazing. So flavor is everything, but it's also like your time. You want to spend your whole Sunday cooking the same 20 meals for the week, or you can come in and have calorie controlled meals from us. Let us do the cooking. Convenience factor is way through the roof, and it just depends where you're at in your life and your motivation. And some people go back and forth. They prep on their own. They get busier. They go to take a night classes, or they're forced to take a second job, because everyone knows we're in California where prices do nothing but get higher and higher. So we're here for you no matter what.
Kris, I got a couple photos of the Maxfit Meals. I'd like to show them.
Let's check them out
to the viewers. Here we go. Here's the first one. This looks like a Chipotle.
Chipotle rub chicken.
Wow, look at that. Look at
sir. One of our new meals, selling incredibly well.
Okay, and next one here.
And this one is our chicken fajitas. That's actually amazing and one of my favorite meals.
That looks good with the rice,
It's amazing. Chicken's on point. We do being where we are, but Chef Jose's Mexican food is on point, on par with any restaurant.
That is really
the salsa has heat to it, so be warned. It's authentic, it's delicious. I want to give a shout out to my chief operating officer, Brian Meek. He does all the photos and a lot of our marketing coordination. And so he's done an amazing job with our recent marketing, and it's cool to see, some local heads. And I've known Brian for 15 years. But it's cool to see the stuff we're doing, the photos he's taking, the food Jose's making.
I mean, it just, it's mouth-watering.
The whole team is leveled up. I mean, you can have great food, and if you don't take good pictures of it, so it's we consider everything is as important as the smallest details, right? So you want to we want to approach our business 365 degrees and not miss the finer details. And we're just blessed to have an amazing team. I can't.
It's like you said, Kris. It takes the whole team to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You, the chef, your staff, your photographer. It takes the guys that
are many. Yeah, exactly. So
you don't 100%. Forget the guys that are shipping the food. They got
food in
at the right.
Sure, 100%.
Okay, here we go, and we're gonna. It's not only that Maxfit has chicken; they also have beef. We've got some teriyaki beef right there on a bed of rice.
Yes, sir.
Some broccoli. Look at that.
Broccolini, yeah.
That is nice. That's a nice portion too. Perfect. And then I want to tell everybody that on the package you've got all the carbs, the calories, the fat. So if you're kind of watching, it's going to tell you what you got in there.
And for me, that's the best part. I'm the first guy. Like my biggest Achilles heel is when you know what hits the fan. I drop everything. I never drop my family or my business. And unfortunately, sometimes your body gets beat up. But I'm back counting calories, which is the only thing I know how to lose weight.
Yeah.
So I use our meals because they're 500 or less calories.
Yeah, that's already set up.
Yeah, and it makes it incredibly easy. I just have my Fitness Pal. I log in the calories, and we're good to go. And I know where to stay, the amount of stuff to eat every day, and there's no guesswork. And my only issue is like when you're counting your calories. We just recently went out to Florida to visit my father-in-law, and we're at restaurants, and you really have to guess. Like you're eating an omelet, and you have to ask how many eggs, and you never know you never know if you're spot on. So I personally, at this point of my life, trying to reduce, doing some cardio in the morning, keeping under the 2,000 calories, including the workout. I know what I get, and it makes it incredibly easy. So if you're minded that way, you really, once you get away from, when I say get away from the stores, and I'm at like a restaurant, it does make it very difficult because there's no way to be 100% spot on. Portions are always different at a restaurant. So there is that benefit if you are trying to lose calories, and you probably agree with me. Calories are the game. If you're trying to lose, you have to eat less than you're burning every day, right? So
that's right, Kris. And there's one more I want to show. It's a fish item. Here we go. It looks like a salmon.
Peach Chipotle salmon. Yeah.
Wow. Peach Chipotle salmon. Wow.
Again,
that is nice.
Creativity of Chef Jose.
That is really great. Wow. I'm impressed by your food, I'll tell you.
Thank you, brother.
And Kris, I would really appreciate you coming on Buzzing with Cousin.
Oh man, I wouldn't miss it.
And
you're kind of an idol of ours, so.
And I want to let everybody know that you got, not only is it fitness and food and family, you've got a passion of classic cars.
Sure.
And you're a classic car buff. And
I am.
I drive by Maxfit and I see a car parked out there. And can you tell us about your cars that you have?
So I have 2 cars. One that I've had for a long time that I inherited from my father. Cars were one of the things, without getting sidetracked too deep, but it was a major thing that my father and I bonded over. So we always had a bunch of cars parked out, and he was sanding and working on them. And I would just sit there as a kid and pretend to drive in these old beat up jalopies. And I got to love the smell from the gasoline, from the carburetors, from the old interiors. And it just kind of like sucked me in like a part of my DNA. So, as I started working out, and I just kind of left that whole lifestyle, and was, it could be a very absorbed passion, it takes a lot of time and energy. So there's decades where I really didn't mess with cars. And then when my father passed, unfortunately, I inherited a 46 Ford.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm fortunate enough where my wife also appreciates cars. And so I pulled it in the garage, and over the last decade, we fixed it up, and it's become a part of our family. And my 2 boys have grown up with it. But as you know, Johnny, cars are not cars alone. They're a community.
Yeah.
So, you go to Cars and Coffee at Chili's and Seaside. I don't know if you've been out there. You should check it out Saturday morning.
I've been a couple times.
Yeah, but there's always nice people, and it's a good, you build rapport quickly with people, and it's a great community.
It's a
And
great.
it feels like, it's just a different experience.
It really is. It really is.
You're more connected with the road. So I had that car. We restored it for my father. We wanted to. It's my children never met my father. They know it's Grandpa's car. It'll always be Grandpa's car until it becomes their car, right? I'll never get rid of it. We're just being good stewards of his car, and it's a member of the family. And then I recently purchased a car for me, a two-door little hot rod, 1936 Ford 5-window coupe, and it's at the upholstery shop right now. It should be done tomorrow. So
is that the red one or
that's the blue one, the blue-gray one. The red one was the original. That's a great car. We've had it. It's a sedan. It's a two-door sedan, but I could throw my wife and my kids in there. Mother's Day, we drove it down to Pebble. With the Spanish Day, went to Roy's. They let me park right up front. I probably left them in an oil spot, and they were probably cursing me as I left. But we got VIP parking at Roy's, so it makes everything an adventure.
Yeah,
you don't always make it home in one piece.
It really does. I mean, you're driving and people are honking their horns.
Yeah,
it makes you feel good.
It does.
I got the classic car and the Morris Minor, and when sometimes no matter how I'm always upbeat and all that, but every now and then you kind of, for some reason, you might be down. I get in the car and within a half hour, I'm feeling great. It's like I feel like I'm like a teenager in that car.
Yeah, that's not easy to do, Johnny. We know.
Yeah. But I got a surprise for you, and I want to show everybody your dad's car and your car now. Here it is.
Oh, there she is. Big Red, as my boys call her.
Yeah, beautiful white interior.
Yeah, thank you.
And that engine is something else.
Yeah, it's got the original flathead, but it's been rebuilt and made to look period correct. And we pumped it up a little bit. I like hot rods. I like the noise and the sound, and some a teenager would drive, but I'm far from a teenager. But we can pretend, right, Johnny?
Yeah, sure can. Okay, sounds good. Well, Kris, I'm going to go back to Maxfit, and I got to go get something to eat after watching all those photos. But anyway, it
was a pleasure and an honor to be on your show. You definitely got a good thing going here, and I'm looking forward to seeing everything grow over time. And thank you for what you're doing for the community as well, Johnny. So all the best to you, man. And I look forward to definitely seeing you soon. Okay, I've never seen your Morris Minor, so text me. Let's hook up.
Yeah, I'm going to text you a photo.
Yeah.
And I might see you at the car show that's coming up.
Just shoot me a text beforehand. I'll try to make sure to make it down there.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Johnny.
Thanks a lot. Thank you
You're welcome.
much, Kris.
Anytime.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye, Kris. Thank you. Maxfit Meals. Dynamite. I've had them. They're delicious. And, it's not going in somewhere and, just getting a dried up piece of chicken or whatever. You're getting good quality food by a good quality chef. They call it grab and go. You could be put on a program. You could, I don't know, the sky's the limit there for you, or you can just driving home, you're starving, go grab a meal and eat it up, and you're in action. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming and buzzing with Cousin today, and we will see you next week. I will post the next show. And if somebody wants to watch any show, they can go to Buzzin' with Cousin channel on YouTube. Subscribe and like. And anytime there's a show, you'll be notified. But anyway, I'm going to let everybody go. Everybody have a great day. Stay safe. And take care of that hard-working hospitality worker. Bye.